we're kind of like enjoying a lot more talking about other things apart from just surrounding the toy industry. And I think one of the cool things about that is like learning history and, and learning and finding out what's going out there. So I want to ask Austin here about this. What is it called? It's called G.I. Joe Classifieds.
Oh, yeah.
Collect?
Yeah.
So
they've had their ups and downs. I recall, back when Marvel Legends was really kicking off, I used to think how cool it would be, the 6-inch articulated G.I. Joes. And lo and behold, they finally figured that part out. Of course, it's had its ups and downs. Me personally, hey, they finally got the Shipwreck, so I'm tickled. The characters I'm looking forward to, like Lola and whatnot, but I'm like, hey, I got the Shipwreck, so I'm pretty well tickled. They can do whatever they want after that. They've had many ups and downs. I mean, you got
that was me. I was waiting for Shipwreck. Shipwreck was the one. Yeah.
They attempted. What is it? The Barbie meets the classic 3 3/4 with the Sigma 6. Which I think the only one I have left is Shipwreck. Just because. But
let me.
Where's
let me share what these are, right? These classifieds are. So
Shipwreck right there. Of course, he's sporting the 25th anniversary Polly. I just thought it looked cooler.
So this is this. Let me see. Is it that one there, right? So let's go have a look at this gentleman.
So we get what is this? There we go. Vintage versus classified, I guess.
Hold on. Right. So take us. Wait. Hold on. I see. Let me just get that one with the big image on it. Then I can have you talk about it. Right. There we go. So now you're saying these are supposed to look like have the same feel as the
classic
Legends, right?
Yeah. It's like basically you're taking the vintage from back in the 80s and whatnot, and you're giving it that Marvel Legends feel as far as the articulation.
Yeah. So if I remember, hopefully this is one of the Marvel Legends. But so you got the articulation. Let me get that off your face there. So has it got the same thing with the wrists, elbows, shoulders, all that stuff? So pop around. Let's have a look. Have you got one out of the box?
Yeah, I got Shipwreck. I got a couple of.
Okay, let me put you on full screen so we can see the character.
Show the original Shipwreck next to it so we can see.
Oh yeah,
right.
Vintage and new.
Yeah.
Like I said, the poly on the classified. I think this is from the 25th anniversary run. I just thought it was cool because classified looks a lot like this. He's got a little actual peg leg. I think I left it in the other room, but again, he just kind of He has a solid feel. I mean, before it was released, somebody said, "Oh, Polly's articulated. His head turns." I'm like, well, it'd be nice if it did, but it doesn't. So when you put the bird on his little arm here, it's got a little hole in there where his peg leg goes in. So either he's staring at Shipwreck or he's looking away from Shipwreck. I'm like, there's just little to no personality feel, and you throw this in there and just the wings out, just gives a whole express something's going on,
Yeah.
But the heads turn. Actually, the heads do come off, and he's even got.
Now, are you more of a fan of the Sunbow Shipwreck or the comic book series Shipwreck?
Definitely Sunbow.
Heck yeah, man! That's my favorite character. Shipwreck's my favorite character.
Yes, he's that's top of the line. I mean,
it's Jack Nicholson from Last Detail.
Yep, Popeye meets Jack Nicholson. Was it Neil Ross? I believe.
Neil Ross.
Yeah,
Neil Ross, and then Buzz Dixon, right? Buzz Dixon was big on Shipwreck.
I think so. Yeah.
Neil Ross voiced him.
Mm-hmm.
Buzz Dixon, Shipwreck was Buzz Dixon's favorite character,
right.
And that's why Shipwreck was the focal point of a lot of. He was in a lot of the episodes, even though his character wasn't
official
and that wasn't in the toy line anymore, or had been phased out of the toy line.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think he's in 84, right? 84 or 85.
85, I think. I think it was 5, maybe.
Yeah. So in 86, when all the new the Serpentor and all that stuff was coming through, they were starting to phase out those 85 figures, but Shipwreck was still prominent.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think you even got what was it, this is Valor versus Venom, or G.I. Joe versus, where you had the stocking cap and whatnot on, which it's still a cool look, but still doesn't beat the original.
It never beats the Sailor.
Yeah, no.
I always treated like Shipwreck that had a there you go. That's a Funko looking pop there. That's a Funko look.
Yeah, they got the official Funko, right there.
There you go.
So that's what my kids are like, "Yeah, do you like Shipwreck?" I'm like, "Yeah, just a little bit,
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit." Oh, there he is. There's the 25th. Yeah, I kind of dug him out of a box. Yeah, unopened. The 25th anniversary one. Yeah.
Can you bring it closer there, Austin? Just up and to your right a bit more.
My right. There we go.
Yep. You can just make it up. There we go. Just hold still there.
Yeah.
There we go, guys. So he's always come with a parrot, right?
Oh yeah. Except for, what was it? Sigma 6. This one here.
Yeah.
Sigma 6 doesn't exist. We don't. He
had the monkey, which I'm like, little spider monkey. I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, but how do you replace Polly?
That's can't replace Polly.
No, again, I only got it because the box said Shipwreck. I'm like, all right, cool. We'll go with it.
Talking with you guys about G.I. Joe's, maybe you want to watch TV, the animated series, right? It's got an animated series, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there's something I'm gonna on my watch list that I'm gonna do, because it'll be cool to get to know these characters that we talk about here.
Just make sure you go with Sunbow and not so much the Deke Entertainment, because Deke's a little bit campier.
Okay, so
let's not beat around the bush. Deke is garbage.
Yeah.
What year did that come out? 1985 or 90?
When did Sunbow stop?
Sunbow stopped in 87 with the movie.
Right.
So it would be 85 one you're talking about then, not the 91?
The 85 series, not the 90 series. Yeah, 85.
Right.
Yeah, that's what the one you want to watch. Those, you can watch those things over and over and over.
Tubi TV has it for free, streaming for free.
Right.
Yeah. The majority of the series. I think it's missing one of the 5-part miniseries, and it's missing the G.I. Joe the movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I found the movie somewhere. I can't remember where it was, what site, but it's locked in my computer somewhere.
Yeah. I got the DVD set.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to be getting this G.I. Joe, Shipwreck with just a parrot on the shoulder next.
Oh yeah, I got them. I showed them. I showed them to you the other day.
Oh, when did
I've got like 5. I still got to open up yet.
Oh, sweet.
Any of the originals.
Yeah, I've got 2, one to sell and one to keep, because I have to put one in the store.
Yeah.
And we opened up what's not wetsuit
Torpedo
Torpedo the other day as well, and I have to open up the other 3 still. But
I've got all mine.
Shipwreck, to me, Shipwreck's superpower was luck.
Oh yeah.
He had bad luck and good luck. At no point did his credentials ever say that he should have been a G.I. Joe member, but for some reason he just lucked into it.
What was it? Who was it? Mutt and Flint. He helped them out, and that just kind of slid on in after that,
Yeah. But he was, and then I have him with CoverGirl.
Yeah.
I have my CoverGirl. So you gotta pair him with CoverGirl. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're good to go.
So G.I. Joe CoverGirl.
Yep.
Is that a one word, CoverGirl?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to know, why is she called CoverGirl?
Because she was a fashion model that turned tank driver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put down the lipstick, pick up the wrench.
That's right.
This has got to do with, say, World War, bring realism to it from history, right? from a storyline, I guess. But I'll get you guys to tell me more about it. Give me 1 sec. I'll bring her up and we'll have a look. So this is her here.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Right, let's pop out. So tell us about CoverGirl, right? So G.I. Joe CoverGirl.
Yeah,
I don't really know much about G.I. Joe, and you guys probably guessed that from.
So she was the driver of the Wolverine, which was the missile launcher tank.
Okay.
She was a supermodel, basically. She was a model. Very, 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 very attractive according to the comic books. They didn't really play into it in the cartoon, but that's where her name came. She was CoverGirl. She was a CoverGirl model type of thing. So, and then she went in the military, or she was in the military while she was a model or whatever, and she was a tank driver. So, I kind of like the idea of it, showing little girls that, hey, just because you're pretty doesn't mean
you're not tough.
You can be more than just a pretty face,
right?
Yeah. It's a great figure, man. Like, as a collector, I'd love to get that. I like female figures. I mean, action figures. I think if you got a whole friggin' thing full of male figures, it'd be cool to have nice looking female figures up there as well.
And there was always a little romance between her and Shipwreck.
Right.
Okay.
Comic books and in the cartoons.
So I got to make sure I get Shipwreck.
Yep.
If I'm going to get this one.
Yep. Yeah, you have
All
to.
right.
That's like Flint and Lady J.
Yep. Flint and Lady J.
Destro
Scarlet and Duke.
Yeah.
Or Scarlet and Snake Eyes, however you want to do it. And then
a little triangle.
Baroness and Destro.
Yep.
Mainframe and Zorana.
Yep.
So I just noticed.
You had a whole slew of it.
Yeah, man.
So I just noticed here, like if you look at the elbow, the shoulder, there's another joint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 3 joints just here, and there's the hand swivel as well, the wrist.
Yeah, the wrist. Yeah, it goes. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'll go get her.
And then you got the heel. Does her her calf muscle? Does that area swivel as well?
Yeah, it spins back and forth as well. So you got what 1, 2, 3, 4.
Man, this is really well detailed. This is like
20-some.
They really went all out to make this figure worthwhile.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've seen them in New Zealand, so I'm gonna have to search around because I really love
articulation.
I like the fact that she's got red hair. Let me just pop you up on full. Hold up for a minute there, Austin.
No, I was just going to say, the back of the boxes on these things don't have all that cool information that the ones in the 80s did. But, as far as getting a visual of what you got going on in the box, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Now, with CoverGirl, though, she started out as a blonde. And then it was later on they made her the redhead.
Yeah, well, that's what I like about her. Like, it'll be great to have red hair. Like, have a doll with a red hair.
I thought the figure was still redhead, though.
Huh?
As you know,
Incredi-Girl figure was still redhead or brown hair.
Well, she had the blonde.
Right.
The blonde, because what was it? It was when Snake Eyes he's still a commando. He kind of had the blue with the purple goggles, and he didn't have any gloves on. But what episode was that?
Oh, in the cartoon.
Yeah, and
that was the
radioactive canister that they bring back.
Cobra?
It might have been, yeah. But everybody gets knocked out from the gases except for CoverGirl and Timber.
Yeah.
The other ones that get it out of the base and before it blows up. So she had the blonde hair and more of the green attire. And I think it was more closer to when Snake Eyes became more ninja in the series. When he just showed up as a redhead. They never really explained why or how. Just again,
the toy came out. The toy came out, and she was pretty much redhead.
Yeah,
or brown hair.
Yeah, so they just kind of threw that in there. Yeah, there she is. Mine's all on the top.
I'm going to share because I'm a visual person, right? I'm going to have to get me one of these. Seriously, I'm in love with this doll.
Right.
Yeah,
it's a rabbit hole.
I actually got.
You're in.
I think I've got I was going to ask you guys today about some figures I've got that I have no idea if there are, that I got part of just hunting for figures. that end up being if they're G.I. Joe or not, because there's a lot of rip-off, you know, I guess toys and like that around, where they're based off actual proper, you know, lines, but you end up with all these figures and stuff. So, but before we get to that, I thought we should let me bring this down so we can watch some CoverGirl.
Yeah. There she is.
Yeah.
Vital signs are weak, CoverGirl, but Duke's no ordinary man. Full emergency team ready.
We got the heavy
Best
water,
moments.
but
So there she is with her red hair.
short for your mass
That's
device.
Scarlet.
It's Scarlet.
If I knew she, oh, is that Scarlet with red hair?
Scarlet's the redhead, yeah. CoverGirl's the
Right.
blonde.
Okay, so she's blonde here.
Yeah.
See, if I knew there was Scarlet that had red hair, I'd be getting a red hair doll right now. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on both of them.
I heard a relay alarm kick in. You were all busy, so I went for a look-see. And here's Snake Eyes. Here we go.
So that's the radiation you were talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Timber, you're my kind of wolf.
Timberwolf.
Mhm. There she is. That's the red.
So this is Scarlet. I mean, sorry,
Oh,
CoverGirl.
That's CoverGirl now.
How can we
Yeah.
fix our equipment without parts? He needs help.
Oh, this is the Synthoid conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
Get on.
So this breaks the whole. We don't have strong women, female characters in our, you know, in the 80s or in the past.
Yeah.
Straight away, I can, you know, she just like exudes, you know, strength
The
Oh, yeah.
and character.
I think my favorite one is when they went to the movie set, and she was the only one that was chasing after Shipwreck. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'll just bet he is.
Hold it against the canopy.
If you say so.
I got you now. Oh my gosh, they're American.
He stopped
Holy
firing.
moly.
Yep, he's on our side.
I
Wild
think
deal.
I found.
Yeah, that's the one.
There we go. Yeah.
Figure, Shipwreck. You would be in the sleaziest hole in Hollywood.
Snake
Obviously.
Eyes, you see anything? All clear inside. How about you Joes outside? Anything to report?
CoverGirl here, Duke. Not a reptile in sight.
And
This
there's
is Thunder. Ditto.
Okay.
What the? How am I gonna fix
Kind of
that?
reminds me of like
Shipwreck, come on!
Oh, this might be the one.
a recent X-Men story where they had like, I think it was during Civil War, where they were gonna like fire down these beams and destroy things from space. Yeah, I think that was Civil War. That was like in 2005.
Throws in a slammer.
Mhm.
What was inside the oilskin wrapping you found?
But yeah,
Something quite deadly, Scarlet.
the Ray Beam, whatever they're called.
The sirens.
I think it was from,
What, Dr. Blackstone?
yeah, man. You're right. I'm gonna have to stop. There's
Yeah.
no way I can, you know, continue watching and not go and get me a CoverGirl or a who was the other one you just said?
Shipwreck.
Daisy. No, that was it.
the girls, Lady Jane.
Yeah,
Scarlet.
the girls. Scarlet.
Lady Jane Scarlet.
Mhm.
Got to get my redheads.
I
Yeah.
think the classified. I'm one of the few. I think the classified Scarlet is actually really, really well done myself.
Surprisingly, yeah, yeah.
You know, I think she
Yeah.
was. You know,
It is such a cool figure. I mean, like seriously, that is so detailed. Let me just pop that up again because that's what impressed me about it. The detail. Like I'm at a point where I want detail in my, you know, in my figures. That's where I've just decided to have a go and remove any non-moving figures with no parts moving kind of thing. You know, if they don't have articulation, I'm not going to keep them. You know, and even if they only have like 5 parts, I'm going to have to figure out which ones I want to keep because I'm going to have I'm going towards Legends and Scott McFarlane. That's basically I've decided that's what I'm going to do. And when it comes to like anime, I don't care because they're just there to be looking awesome and looking hot and looking good. But with actual, characters like this, you want to have the articulation. And yeah, I got to figure out how I'm going to get a hold of these.
And so,
Infallible.
look at this here. It's
Let me put you on solo.
they make for really neat displays,
Dioramas, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That posability, that just does everything,
Oh yeah.
That's so cool.
What we fantasized about when we was kids, they could do so much and just was satisfied. Now you're like, I can do everything with these things now.
Yeah.
And
that's
setup.
That's the thing we don't think about a lot, about like why articulation is such a great thing, is the fact that it is bringing it is bringing us to be able to play with them the way we actually wanted to as kids.
Yeah.
Right? If I wanted to have Wolverine move and do stuff, and I really didn't have anybody when I was buying my toys or when I was buying my comics around me, right, who could do that, because 2008 didn't have that many figures for it. They should have, but I think they're just like concentrating on books and hardcovers and stuff. But I think I'm actually reaching out to 2080 guys now and saying, hey, come on and let's talk about that whole thing, because it's, for us in New Zealand, it's a huge part of our history as kids. And but these classifieds, man, they're amazing. I didn't like, that whole elbow thing, that really, I mean, the shoulder part here, the fact that moves around, that is just magic, and it's not, that's the thing, it's not like Barbie, right? Like, it's not just arms going up and down, right? And it's not like, I think it was like the other one, some of them, like, the other thing about Barbies is like some of them, like, they're just plastic parts and they don't actually have like depending on which range, they don't actually move as much. But is it that one? Oh, there she is. Let me get her out of this. I think this is a Barbie. We'll find out. Let me get her out of the car. So, with these ones, you can actually, they're flexible, right?
Right.
The knees move and they bend and stuff. But the hands, and then you get to the hands and they don't move, right? This is well played at, but like it moves a bit, but like the elbows don't move. It just goes up and down and side to side, which is pretty cool, I think, for what it is. But I like the fact that the legs do that and they bend and stuff. And I think it's vinyl, so it's kind of soft rubber feel to it. One of the other things I picked up yesterday, and one of the weird things about getting dolls at thrift shops, they always become nude or missing clothes. They don't, like, they're there on the shelf like this because they've all played with. But I found this week, and it cost me about $3. I would have paid about 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 because it's Wonder Woman, right?
Yeah.
And these are like ones, like, with everything, the whole pack would be the same price as this thing, right? Which is around about $60-$70 because it'll come with all the accessories. And you can see the size there, exactly the same size. Whoops, sorry. Right? Even actually a bit bigger, I think. Yeah, it's a bit taller as well for this character here from Miraculous. And that's like about $60 as a set. But I was able to pick it up on special. Otherwise, I don't like to pay that full price sometimes because I'm more this kind of think like, for that price, I could probably get 3 other things, But this is like, this one I thought was quite cool. Like the knees bend, right, and of course the hips, and then you've got the elbows here, and then you've got the chest, like the torso chest area that moves around as well.
Yeah.
Wiggles. You got the heads swivels around, up and down, and so on. And the hair, it feels very natural, which is weird. And and the other thing I noticed was it's got a blue tinge through it as well. And it's actually part of it. So you got a blue streaks through the hair, and I think that's to make it look a bit more, light shines and it goes blue, which is pretty interesting. But I'm quite bummed out it doesn't come with the clothes. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out if there's at the shop if there's any clothes for it. But the fact that I got a Wonder Woman doll for $3, I'm sure there's like I've got clothing for dolls around here somewhere. You know, I can put a skirt from here on her, and it'll be like, you know, Princess Diana, Prince Diana, Prince, you know, appearing in her evening gown, and it'll be fine with a tiara, you know, showing up at a dinner. So it'll be cool. But yeah, this cover girl is amazing. Like, is it vinyl, like the jacket and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's pliable. It's it moves a little bit on her if you
Yeah.
I mean, you can pull the.
Let me just put you on full.
Yeah.
So you can open up her jacket a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I mean,
she almost reminds me of Lara Croft, Tomb Raider.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
You know, the jacket and the brown jacket and so on. And I wonder if maybe whoever was designing it, maybe was inspired by that.
Well, whoever was inspired Lara Croft was probably inspired by her.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. Because she came first.
Yeah.
And I wonder if I can just see what Lara Croft looks like. Just see the similarities. Original boy. You keep showing that, and I'm just going to have a look at why I think
I like her pad too. That it looks like it's lit up all the time.
Yeah.
And then she comes with her wrench.
Yeah, the wrench is pretty cool.
Yeah. And then this gun, this is a nice gun that a sidearm that she comes with.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a Canic.
Yeah.
But lift it up a bit, Stu, or bring your camera down a bit, please. We're only seeing a bit of it. Yeah, higher. So have a look at. I want to have a look at her feet because her hip, like, there you go, right? Hold it up just like that. Shows the feet. So if you can look in the feet, there are spots for having her stand. This is what I was talking about earlier about complaints about Funko Pop not having stand hold. You know, to be able to stand them if they fall over and stuff.
It doesn't take much for her to stand on her own.
No. Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'll put her on the laptop here.
Yeah.
So you can see her a little bit. But
but it's a good design, right? When a toy can stand up on its own with just a little bit of fiddling, it's a good design because the weight is right.
Right.
All through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's impressive. I'm glad it's such a great quality toy, and design's really cool. So have a look at why I thought about that cover girl might have inspired
Lara Croft.
Yeah. So this is Lara Croft here. So this is one of the early toys. So like you can see the brown jacket and and the brown pants and so on. I think this is one of the earlier ones. There's difference. So the only difference here is that we get the blue top and the color. You'd never think that the blue, like that aquamarine or aqua blue, would stand out against the brown so much, but it does, doesn't it? Like, it's such a weird color combo.
Yeah.
I mean, Austin, about with art and stuff like that. I mean, what do you think with the color balance here within the brown, the white, and then the aqua blue?
The jacket itself that she's wearing is what's kind of making everything thrown off. When you take the jacket off and she's got just the tank top and the shorts and everything, it actually balances out a lot better.
Yeah.
What you traditionally see her wearing. I mean,
right. So
this series is not a common look for her. It's not the standard look. This is just hey, let's put a jacket on this one kind of thing.
Right.
That's like what Wolverine, traditionally runs around in the blue and yellow or the brown and yellow. You throw him in something different, he kind of sometimes gets thrown off. Yeah.
So there's this one, like, and you're right, like
it balances.
You can tell, you can tell straight away who this is because it's just that brown and blue aqua top.
It more of a trademark symbol for her.
Yeah.
It's those colors.
Yeah, that's what I wanted for when we were doing like Incredi-Girl, right? Like early on, we had like the silver on the top, And I was like, yeah, the silver for me, it's a traditional look, right? This goes back to what we had, like a 90s kind of costume or 80s costume for her. And I was like, but red, white, and blue, that's kind of like on a flag, right? Because we're British colony, and so there is that. Then even our stars are white on our flag, if I remember right. So red, white, and blue. And I said, like, well, that's American colors as well. It's also French colors, but I kind of how do I make it look like it as her own identity on her own, even though she's got those colors, what will make her stand out? And I think looking at all the IG logo, the Circle G logo that I actually did, it took me 2007 till 2018 to get it right until I was happy.
Really?
I changed that. It was a triangle, it was circle, it had all these different things. I've got all the stages of changes I've done for the logo. From when I first decided to do it, where she doesn't have a logo. There's no, she's not a superhero character, so there's no need for her to have a logo, but she's got iconography.
You look at the Ghostbusters, that iconic no ghost sign. It didn't start out like that, I mean, I've got the original, process concept art somewhere in a book, but yeah, it didn't start out. It started out with a shield and the little goofy ghost around behind the shield. It evolved up into what is iconic now. But with her, she doesn't need an L or a Croft or something. I'm saying she just that balance. The aqua and the shorts and everything.
Well, I think what they did, what I admire about the Laura Croft character and the way they designed her. It does kind of look silly that she's wearing like snow boots with short shorts and a tank top.
Yeah.
But if you break it down and what she was doing and where she's at, she does need some sort of a boot. Doesn't need long pants because she'd cook herself to death.
Yeah.
And having just a tank top to do what she's doing makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Break it down to where she was at, I'm one of the I like the Angelina Jolie movies.
Yeah, they were good.
Tomb Raiders. I think that was a very good rendition of Tomb Raider.
Right.
When they first came out, I thought that was a really good idea.
Yeah, it was done pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah. She was. I mean, that's probably one of the better looks for her, and like it was action packed, and of course, Angelina's hot. Right. And like there was a real cool balance to her, action and stuff and her scenes and stuff. Like it was just so, there's this thing right now where you have to have ugliness in your female characters, which I find disgusting, to be honest, as a fan of those characters. But I think, they're trying to do something with the latest iteration of Tomb Raider. Of Lara Croft, to actually make her look ugly as well, so that you don't have the male gaze, right? It's like, okay, cool. Keep your movie. We'll just go back to the games and we'll just go back to the comics and to the toys.
Know your demographic. Who was playing the video games?
Yeah,
it was guys.
The lies they tell, right? And it's like, 80% of the games are played, 60 to 80% is played by males. And so, and they say that females play video games. They do, but they play the mobile games. Not a majority of them as the numbers that males play actual video games.
Now, this figure that you have right here on the screen, that would be cool to have in the shop. That'd be a cool figure to have.
This is from. Let me just.
Now, is that more statue than figure? Because it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a statue.
Okay.
It's definitely a statue. So this is just a vinyl figure. Yeah, it's a statue. So this is New Zealand. So it's a $50 figure. We can say it's just, there's no movement or anything. That's just her with her. Yeah. But I mean, imagine that being like a 1/50th or something like that, or that big sitting on the shelf, really
Yeah.
cool. And then all around her at the back of the shelf, you've got the graphic novels, you've got the games. It just sends it off, right? And you got a couple of posters there. And then, hey, then Austin's there going, so we're going to have like, I'm going to do some artwork. So I would like to, would you guys, going to promote this toy for Stu here. Here's some, would you like some, personal commit, pieces of little cards with Lara Croft in it?
Yeah.
How about draw you into it? And now you got a whole scene going on, right? And that's, yeah, I think this is.
I recently watched a short movie, a short film of Lara Croft. What's the guy? What's the guy on the video game?
Oh wow.
They just made a movie about him with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. Uncharted.
Oh, was it?
What was? I'm sorry. What was like the? Is it the actor or are you talking about the collector?
So I was watching a YouTube short film.
Yeah.
And it had the characters from Tomb Raider. It had Tomb Raider Lara Croft. It had the main character from Uncharted, and it had
Antonio
Indiana Jones doing an adventure together.
Are you talking about Antonio Banderas?
What's that?
Are you talking about Antonio Banderas?
No, on Uncharted. No, the video game Uncharted from PlayStation.
The movie. Are we talking about the movie version character you're talking about there, or are you talking about the actual?
I'm just saying that they did a short film on YouTube, and it had those characters in it.
Right, across
the characters, not the actors, the characters.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it had some unknown girl playing Tomb Raider, some unknown dude playing the Uncharted character, and some unknown guy playing Indiana Jones, and they were doing an adventure together. I just thought it was a cool little video.
Right.
Might want to look at, check it out at one point. It's, but the cool thing about it was, out of the group, Indiana Jones was the one that was just kind of like, all right, guys, calm down. I've been through this a couple times before.
Okay.
He's used to it.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's have a look at this. So I think I found it. Hopefully this is the one you're talking about. Is this it?
I don't know. Yeah, I think that might be it.
All right. Let's have a little pop. Oh, this.
Timur Tamerlane, one of the world's greatest conquerors, also carries out an end.
I mean, the production quality is pretty good for a short film.
Ending the lives of over
17
million people by his hand.
Yeah, it's like, why don't you get these? Like, a lot of times when I see these $300 million, $250 million movies, I go, if you just gotten fans to do it, to write it, if you just got a fan to come and go, I loved Lara Croft, I loved Tomb Raider. Can I get to, maybe give you an idea of what I think?
Yeah. Hitler's troops invaded. When Tamerlane's body was returned to his tomb, the war ended immediately. The curse had been lifted until now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty neat,
Sorry, let me just grab that. I just needed to grab the title of it. Yeah. No, it's this one.
They could have taught her how to shoot a bow, though. That'd have been nice.
Yeah, it's just the way she's holding it, right?
Yeah, it's like, no, that's not. You're gonna hurt your arm.
Yeah.
Didn't expect to see you here.
Is it the Uncharted dude?
Yeah. Jake, I think, gets his name in Uncharted.
Yeah.
Guys, the exit this way.
So basically, they're all Tomb Raiders, right?
Yeah, that's all. That's what it is. They're all Tomb Raiders.